lifetime.
See, she had a canned
Senator
avoidance
Susan, are
response.
voting right now, they'd like to know if you and Joe Biden are going to pack the Supreme Court if you don't get your way in this nomination.
Let's talk about packing.
You once
Come
again
on.
gave a non-answer. Joe Biden gave a non-answer.
Trying to answer you
The
now.
American people deserve a straight answer. And if you haven't figured it out yet, the straight answer is they are going to pack the Supreme Court if they somehow win this election. Men and women,
Vice President,
I got to
I
tell you,
think-
people across this country, if you cherish our Supreme Court, if you cherish the separation of powers, you need to reject the Biden-Harris ticket. Come November the 3rd, re-elect President Donald Trump, and we'll stand by that separation of powers in a 9-seat Supreme Court.
Yeah, let's talk about packing the court then. Let's talk about the
Please.
fact. Yeah, I'm about to.
Go on.
So the
I would've
Trump
said.
Pence administration has been, because I sit on the Senate Judiciary Committee, Susan, as you mentioned, and I've witnessed the appointments for lifetime appointments to the federal courts, district courts, courts of appeal. People who are purely ideological, people who have been reviewed by legal professional organizations and found to have been not competent, are substandard. And do you know that of the 50 people who President Trump appointed to the Court of Appeals for lifetime appointments, not one is black? This is what they've been doing. You want to talk about packing the
Oh
court? Let's
my
have
God.
that
I didn't know where she was going with this.
Thank you, Senator. Let's
Oh
talk
my
about the issue
God.
of racial justice.
I just want the record to reflect she never answered the question. So I think maybe
you.
the next debate, Joe Biden will answer the question.
Thank you.
But I think
Thank
the
you.
American people know the answer.
Thank-
And I was a part of those peaceful protests.
If I were Trump or
And
Pence right now,
I
I would go
believe
back to
strongly
that last
that,
statement she
first
said.
of
I
all,
would
we are
not
never
let
gonna
that go.
condone
That is
violence, but
bull
we
crap.
always must
I would bring up,
for the values that we hold dear, including
Look,
the fight to achieve our
look at the audience out there
And
right
that's
now,
why
because they're in
Joe
Utah,
Biden
right?
has said
It's
on this
predominantly
subject.
white. Look out there in
I
Utah
just
right
want
now.
to
Look out in the
clarify.
audience right now.
I know what I'm talking about.
There might be one black person in the audience.
We need reform of our policing in
if-
America and our criminal justice system.
If
which is why
10
Joe and I
people in that
will
audience
immediately
were to
ban chokeholds and
go to
corruption.
medical
George-
school,
George Floyd would be alive today.
I'm
We did
pretty
that.
sure
We will
100% of them would
require
probably be
national
white.
register for police officers who break
Given
the law.
that specific
We will
demographic
issue
in that
criminal
audience.
justice reform. Get rid of.
Does that mean that the medical school that admitted them, that selected them, was racist because they were the only qualified applicants that applied? No. It's about merit.
Thank you, time for leadership.
People, we don't see
Senator Harris,
in black and white. Conservatives are colorblind.
Senator Harris.
Really.
Vice President Pence, let me
It's
pose the same
her
question.
and her boss who see everything in color. So I'd ask her, okay, well, how many black people should he have appointed? What is the acceptable number to you, Miss Kamala Harris? Should he have appointed 90% of the open seats for as African Americans? What's the acceptable number? If he had just done 1%, would that have been okay? Would
A grand jury that
that not have been enough? What about 10%? Would that have been enough? No, what's enough? Is 70% enough? Is 90% enough? At what point do you just pick people based on the merit and not the color of their skin? Who cares? Whether it's 1 or 100.
And with regard
Who
to
cares?
George
The best
Floyd,
person.
There's no excuse for what happened to George Floyd.
And I would go back and I would point, unlike you guys, your side, who does see in color, who your very own running mate, you know,
It really is
her
astonishing.
or your very own candidate that you're running with, Joe Biden, you know, you called racist. So, you know, you throw that around the racist term pretty liberally. So I don't really trust you on the subject. I mean, but you might have been right in Joe Biden's case. He did actually do a eulogy for a KKK member.
Back together.
Jesus.
And I must tell you, this presumption that you hear consistently from Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, that that America is systemically racist.
Thank you.
But as Joe Biden said, that he believes that law enforcement has an implicit bias against minorities, is a great insult to the men and women who serve in law
Oh
enforcement.
no, get that fly off your head.
Who puts
Pence, there's a fly on your head.
every day.